Cool. This is Mike from the Mike James Rock Show. This fine specimen of a man will introduce himself.
My name is Red Bull.
Hello, Red Bull. How's it going?
Fantastic, extravagant wings
Awesome.
that I'm about to get here. A little boost of energy because I'm fading away.
Already? Is it jet lag or?
Yeah, it's jet lag. I get up early in the morning and I'm like, seize the day, you know. I go walk around town and.
Cool, man. You checked out some sites in Bristol here today, then?
I did. I walked around. You know, got some random knickknacks and toiletries and a shirt.
Yeah,
and, you know, checked out the cool buildings and the freaky people. And
Do you get a lot of freaky people in the UK?
Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere. That's one thing I've learned, like, traveling a lot, is that everywhere is kind of pretty much the same. You know, it has its own little pockets, like its own, the same groups of different types of people, and pretty much it's all the same.
Cool, man. This is the first time you've been back in the UK since your album dropped. It seems to be doing phenomenally well as well. How's it been perceived within the band and elsewhere around where you're touring it?
Well, the vibe is super good, you know.
Cool.
The vibe is like positive. Everyone's digging it, backing it. You know, I mean, there's always going to be haters and people talking shit on the internet, saying whatever.
That's what it's there for.
I don't give a fuck about that, but for the most part, everyone seems to really be digging the songs, you know, which is cool. Because, I mean, like, what we do is, I always say, I'm like, there's just no rules, there's no boundaries, you know, like, we're always trying to just elevate, you know, and try new things and take chances, and everyone, you know, sometimes people are like, doesn't sound like the first record. I'm like, no shit, motherfucker, that was 15 years ago. Yeah.
It is a step up in sound as well. You seem to have incorporated sort of a lot more sort of production within it as well to make it a bigger sound. Was that an intentional thing?
Well, I mean, sonically, yeah, it's definitely the biggest sounding record we've ever had, I think. And a lot of that has to do with the producers, Kevin and Kane Churko.
Okay.
And the way we went and made this record was completely different from how we did any other record. Like, first we showed up in the studio with nothing like pre-written. We decided that we were going to write and record the record at the same time.
Okay.
And, you know, every producer has a certain way that, you know, they like to make, you know, records. And this is completely different from how we'd ever done it before. So we kind of had to, like, you know, bite our tongues and be like, all right, this isn't how we normally do it. But it's a creative challenge. And when we heard the first end result sonically, it was just stupid sounding.
It's really like a factory process then?
It's like King Kong, like just coming down from the top rope, getting ready to fucking, you know, bring the
noise. Because like tracks like Warrior, it's almost like a dance track. Have you been working with producers to do sort of like remixes?
No, that was
just.
Like that? I mean, that's like, I guess that's my fault. Well, the band was like really, like, we had done a bunch of festivals in the UK and Germany and stuff, like with the Prodigy, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And we were always just like, wow, I wish we had a song that just kind of had that kind of energy, you know what I mean? So I was like fucking around with my electronics and just trying to do just, you know, something that made me feel inspired by that vibe, and that song came about. And it was like the last song that we did on the record.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and then we had this bridge that, you know, Jacoby, he never got around to figuring out what he was going to do in this bridge, and then he was like, let's get my boy Royce the 5'9", you know, this rapper from Detroit on it. So, yeah, it was just like the last thing that we did for the record.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing festivals this year? You mentioned it, that you played with the Prodigy over here a few years back. Is there plans to come back over towards the UK?
Yeah, we were actually talking about that yesterday. We want to do a big tour.
Okay.
So we do plan on coming back and doing something. I don't know about the festivals, because we did Reading and Leeds last year.
Yes, yeah.
So we're just going to let this year kind of boil over, and we really want to focus on doing our own headlining, you know, shows. I mean, I think that's one thing that where we're at as a band, it's like we could go and do festivals and play for 50 minutes or an hour and package up with this band, and you know, but it's like, I feel like, I hope that our fans, they want to hear what we have to offer. Our set can be really adventurous when we have an hour and a half, you know what I mean? So we've got all these songs, and, you know, like tonight, it's like we're playing for a long time, playing a lot of old shit off of Fest.
Oh, cool.
Playing a bunch of new songs, everything in between, a couple, just surprises and weird little jams and stuff.
How'd you pick the tunes for a headline show then?
We just kind of just say, hey, how about we do this tonight, or how about we do that this time? We haven't done this in a while, or how about we learn this new song? Or I mean, we're always excited about playing new stuff,
Of course,
But it's just like, what did we do last time we were here? Okay, cool. What can we do to make it different? It's just. I hate playing the same fucking set, the same songs in the same way.
Keeps it varied in for you as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so.
I remember seeing you back, it was probably about 3 or 4 years ago, you came over with Disturbed.
Yeah.
We saw you in Plymouth. And the set then was completely different to where I'd seen you at festivals before. It's just kind of, you've got such a repertoire and longevity as well. You've been together, 15, 20 years almost now? 20 years. That's quite some time for a band. Going in and out of trends and things, and you're still sounding fresh. So it's like to be able to pick tunes to keep that set fresh, it's got to be quite a challenge, I guess. Yeah,
I mean, it's really just whatever songs have the most energy live. Yeah, because we're a very energetic band live, and we're the type of band that plays at the end of the stage. Like as close as we can to the crowd. So it's like, what songs can best be pulled off live and fun to play, and what does the crowd want to hear and go off to, So we've been playing a lot of old shit, like a lot of stuff off of the Fest lately.
That's cool though,
man. Yeah.
I guess that's the one album that really broke you over here as well.
Yep.
Which is cool. It's been a pleasure chatting to you, man.
Thank you, man.
The album is absolutely phenomenal, and we've got to personally say that we're loving the interaction between you guys and us on Twitter and social media. You really seem to be on it.
Yeah, man, that's not me, but it's the other guys.
Because we put a post up on Instagram about an hour ago before meeting you guys, and it's already heading up towards like 100 likes on it already. Oh,
cool. Yeah, that's the other guys, man. They're all about that. On the Twitter and the Instagram and the Facebook, I'm not present on there.
Just one of those things. If people know how to do it, they do it. And
yeah, but it's cool, man. I like it. I get on there sometimes and I check stuff out. It's cool.
Cool, man. Like I said, thanks very much for taking some
Everyone's
time out.
Everyone's like, you're a dinosaur.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure chatting to you, man. Thank you very much.
Right on, man. Thanks, dude.
Cheers.
You gonna get to watch the show?
Yeah, man. We're
cool.
here for a duration. Alright, this is Mike. We're at Takedown Festival. The headliners are here, Mallory Knox.